November 9th, 2022. The Committee of Adjustment hereby convenes a meeting as per the Planning Act. Applicants and the public can speak at the public meeting. When asked who wishes to speak to an application, please raise your hand and direct all comments through me. Notice of the decisions will be sent to applicants and to the public if requested. Any person may appeal a decision or condition of approval within 20 days after the notice of decision. I will require a mover and a seconder for a resolution to accept the agenda for today's meeting as circulated. Moved by Stuart, seconded by Karen, that the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby approves the agenda for the November 9th, 2022 hearing. We'll also require a mover and a seconder for a resolution to accept the minutes of the previous meeting of the committee. Moved by Jim, seconded by Terry, that the Committee of Adjustment for the Corporation of the Township of Seguin hereby accepts as read and circulated the minutes of its last hearing that took place on Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. I now ask the Committee of Adjustment for disclosure of any pecuniary interest with respect to today's applications. None noted. I will now ask the Secretary Treasurer to introduce the next first and last application.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The purpose of minor variance application A-2022-0034-C for Spalveri is to construct a single-story detached garage, requesting a variance for an increase in maximum lot coverage. No formal correspondence was received.
There's obviously no one in attendance who wishes to speak to the application. Do any of the committee members have any questions? I will then require a mover and a seconder for the resolution to bring forward this application. Moved by Stuart, seconded by Terry. All in favor? Unanimous. That the Committee of Adjustment hereby approves variance application A-2022-0034-C to construct a 92.9 square meter single-story detached garage on the subject lands and request variance to the following section of zoning bylaw 2006-125. Section 10.3, table 10.2, maximum lot coverage, maximum permitted 5%, proposed 6.5%, requiring a variance of 1.5%, subject to the following conditions. The extent of the variance will generally conform to that shown on the sketch plan submitted in the application, and that the owner applies for and obtains a building permit for the new garage within 2 years of the date of decision of the Committee of Adjustment. All in favor? Unanimous, passed.
So for anyone watching on our live stream, the application was approved and the owners will get a letter in the next few days notifying them of the decision, and the 20-day appeal period now starts.
I'll now ask the Committee of Adjustment if there's any other business. Stuart?
Just to let everybody know that I will be stepping down. I will not be reapplying for the committee. So if you know of anybody that wants to join the committee, let them know.
So okay. I'll jump in, Mr. Chair. So going kind of on what Stu was saying, I just want to provide a quick update regarding the council changes in term of committee. So the new council is inaugurated on November 21st. And as most of you would know, Mr. Chair has been elected to council. So congratulations to Greg. And in terms of how that affects Committee of Adjustment, the township does have a bylaw where only one appointed council member can sit on the committee. So as such, this will be Greg's last hearing. So on behalf of all staff, we just want to thank you, Greg, for all of your time and contributions to the committee. And we look forward to continuing to work with you on council.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to thank everybody. It's been a lot of fun. It's been interesting and I've learned a lot. And I'd certainly like to help the staff for babysitting me through some of these meetings as we moved on. So thanks very much. I appreciate it.
No problem. And just in terms of the rest of the term of committee, we will still have a hearing in December, but this will be the last hearing of the current committee term. So Stu, if you're still able to attend in December, if you want, I can give you a call afterwards and we can discuss.
Okay.
If you are, you may be the new acting chair for December. But as of now,
If this current committee is still meeting, I will fulfill my requirements for it.
okay. As of now, we only have one application, so it may just be as quick as tonight's hearing.
Terry, you have something?
Yeah, so actually the next meeting of the committee will be this committee minus our illustrious chair because he's gone on to bigger and better things. Is that correct? So the rest of the group will meet once more.
That's correct.
Is that correct? And then after that meeting, then we will, the new council will decide who will forge on with
Yeah,
you late.
You
But
got
anyhow, so on behalf of the existing council, I just really wanted to thank everybody for their contribution in the last 4 years. Some of you, Karen Stewart and the two guys that jumped in midterm to help us out, Jim. Thank you very much. And Greg, you as well, and an outstanding job. Chairman, I wanted to thank all the staff. I think we had a good committee here, and look forward to working with everyone in the future. I think, hopefully all the meetings will be as straightforward as these ones. So anyhow, that's my thanks. You made my job easy, all of you, and we'll see you next month, I guess.
Jim?
Yeah, just as a follow-up then, it's my understanding that subsequent to the December meeting, that it would be necessary to reapply to the new council, I guess, or the council for a position on the committee. It's not an automatic carryover into the new year. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And it has more to do with, and the ladies can correct me if I'm wrong, but it has more to do with provincial legislation than anything else. So,
yeah.
So we have to advertise for the positions. You apply for a position and then council appoint. Now, one of the first committees to be appointed in the first meeting of council will be the Committee of Adjustment. I think that's the one that's fast tracked, and some of them can take a little bit longer. But that's the procedure for all of the standing committees within the township. The only one that is different than that is the library, where the library board is their own board, and they have their own set of rules for picking people to sit on the board. So council has the right to appoint one council person to that board. So, but that would be one of the very first things for the new council to deal with is, to get that. I would think that after the inauguration, I think Mr. Jeffries will probably put that notice out so that there's respondents as quickly as possible. I think that's the way it was done the last term, although that was 4 years ago, and again, that's a long time for me now, 4 years.
No other business? Then Stuart, for the last time, I require a mover and a seconder for a resolution to adjourn the November 9th, 2022 Committee of Adjustment hearing. Moved by Stuart, seconded by Karen. All in favor? That's it. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
gang.
you.